Hi guys, just wanted to show you the unboxing quick review of this Rocoren 165 watts car port or car charger. Yeah, I've never seen a cigarette lighter charger with 165 watts. This is absolutely impressive. Here we have also some detailed specs in the back, and what it does, we have 100 watts here on USB-C, on the other one we have 35 watts, and on USB-A we have 30 watts. And the awesome thing, we can use all the three at the same time. At least this is what the listing is saying. So we definitely want to see if this is really working like that. Get even instructions, manual, couple of different languages, but it's not too difficult. The most important thing is that it's 135 and 30 watts and everything can work at the same time. It's a little bit larger than, I would say, the smallest carport adapters. Also this one, I think it's more like just a sturdy plastic, not metal. I have seen some smaller ones, metal ones, but I mean, when we have so much power, then we need also a little bit of space, and already the ports here, USB ports, need a little bit of space. We can also see that the contacts are nicely plated, almost like gold plated. I don't know what it is. You have checked the instructions again, and I have to correct me a little bit, because the maximum output on the USB-C here on top, USB 1, is actually 140 watts, which would be 28 volts with 5 amps. But of course, when we use all at the same time, then it's 135 and 30. What's very important to know before you plug in such a device into your carport and using the maximum power is that this is going to use more than 10 amps, which is standard for a lot of car fuses. Some newer cars have 15 amps, which would be suitable then for this one here, and some have even 20 amps, but this is very rare. Maybe large trucks or so, but again, some, especially older cars, have only a 10 amps fuse on the cigarette lighter, and so this is then only a maximum of 120 watts, which is not suitable for this. If you plug it in, use maximum power, you can definitely break the fuse and then you have to replace it. So make sure that you check on your fuse before you are using maximum power. And so of course, to test that, we need some strong power. Here we have a 250 watts AC to DC converter. So this is definitely enough. And so we plug it in here. Do we see some light? Yeah, there is some really nice blue light. I hope you can see that. I've turned off the light that you can see that even a little bit better. Really beautiful. But we don't have lights for each individual port. That would have been also nice, but at least we have some light here. So let's test with the 140 watts maximum power test here on the first USB port, USB-C. You can see I've been able to select 28 volts. We have 28 volts here, and so we start using the power. Yeah, hold this a little bit closer, so I hope you can see that we have still the 27 point something volts, and now you are increasing the amps. By the way, you can also see that here they should show similar values. We are at 86 watts, above 100 watts, and we have 120, 130. Now I'm increasing slowly, and we are at 138, 140. Yeah, we had 140. Yeah, where's the limit? 145. Okay, it cut off at around 145 watts. Absolutely impressive. Okay, and so we are ready. It took me quite a while to set everything up. The tricky part here was to realize that whenever I change something here in USB 2 or USB 3, it would reset USB number 1 because it has a maximum, and this will adapt then to what's going on USB 2 or USB 3. So it has automatically reduced the maximum voltage from 28 to 20 volts. Can still reach 100 watts, absolutely no problem. So you can see we have the maximum voltage here when we are are using all the 3 ports. Here on the top we have 20 volts. We can see that here we have 12 volts. We can see that down here, and on USB 3, that's the red cable, we have also 12 volts. And so again we are at the 100 watts. I can adjust that maybe a little bit, but also here you can see 99.5 watts here consuming, and we are also ready here and ready here. So let's start here. You can see the 12 volts. I go to power, increase the power. That's the red one. That's a maximum of 30 watts. So let's go to 30 watts, or at least, yeah, let's go close here. Let's see, we are at 30. Now we start this one here as well with 30. So you can see it has started. And we have 35, we have, yeah, this one has reduced now the power a little bit. I don't know why. So yeah, with this 165 watts, we are definitely at the limit, I would say. But we still have the 100 here, we have the 35 here. And here, yeah, it's a little bit hard to squeeze out enough. But maybe we have, yeah, maximum of 27 or something we had. And now it has reset. So we were super, super close to these 165 watts. So everything is finished. The cooling fans have more or less stopped. We have it a little bit more quiet again, and we can definitely confirm that this was super powerful. It was a little bit difficult for me to keep track with all the 3 devices at the same time, but I think we have been super, super close to 165. Maybe we have been at maximum at 162 or so, but I mean, I wouldn't use such a device for longer time with 160 watts or even more. By the way, this thing is not even hot. It has become a little bit warm, but not really hot. Of course, when you do over longer time, maybe it will heat up a little bit, but I think it has plenty of cooling here outside, and it has the latest charging technology, so I'm not worried about that. But of course, at 160, 165 watts, it's getting a little bit unstable, and you always have the risk that the whole thing will shut down the power when the peak consumption is very close to 165 or so. So I wouldn't recommend to use so much, but I think with 140, 150 watts or so, maybe even for a longer time, that shouldn't be a problem. Definitely the most powerful carport charger I have ever seen. We definitely have confirmation. I was really struggling with consuming so much power, but we definitely have confirmation. And so if you're interested in the probably most powerful carport charger, then that's the one here. And I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order one for you if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.